Are they? What are they doing? Ooh, ooh. This is gonna be a big one. Big one. Nice one. Yes. That's the one we want right there. Alright. Now we're at our spot. I want to show you the tackle that I'm using today. There's a couple different ways you can do this to catch skipjack, and also while you're catching skipjack, sometimes you can get into some white bass. Both rigs will catch both species. Alright, so right here I got rigged up with my daughters as we're going to be fishing in some current. So I put this float on there, a little weight to keep your jig down in the water, and just a regular crappie jig. You just kind of cast it close to the bank, probably about 15-20 yards or closer to the bank, and let the current just take it down and keep fishing like that, and don't get into them white bass. Next rig is what I got on my wife's pole. It's just 2 crappie jigs. You can put 3 or 4 on there, as many as you want. It's just, it gets to be too much when you get too many hooks on there, but here's 2. And then here, this is mine. This is what I'm gonna be using. It's called a sabiki rig, and it's got a series of about 6 or 7 small hooks with flies on them. And the last one here, you can run a crappie jig on the end. Alright, so as far as location goes for finding slicker, aka skipjack, you want to find fast moving water. I've noticed that they actually do better midday, late morning. First light, I can't really get into them too good, but late morning or midday, for whatever reason, the skipjack really move in. And they like to feed on creek minnows and shad. So if you can find high concentration of them small threadfin shad and strong current like this, a pretty good chance you'll find them. More than likely, if you find the white bass, you'll also find the skipjack. They like to run together. Look how little it is. Ooh. I must have had 2 of them on there now, just 1. It pulled drag hard, and I thought I had 2 or 3 of them on there. Oh, there he was. They out. There we go. Now, he's a nice one though. It's a good one. That's what we want right there.
Open it. I got it. Sit down, baby. I don't want you to hurt yourself running up and down.
They're getting bigger.
I don't want to.
You want Dad to throw it up there? Oh. Get him, baby. Put him in there for me. Half of this in there. And the rest here. Alright, so I guess I got 32, so I probably got about 40 pounds of ice in there. And about 20 pounds, it's a 40-pound bag. I had about half a bag, so it's about 20 pounds of pool salt with about 40 pounds of ice and about 3.5 gallons or so of water mixed in and stir it all up to make the salt brine. After about 10 or 15 minutes of that all sitting there, a mixture sitting together, you're not gonna be able to stick your hands in there, it'll burn you. And after about 30 minutes, you'll be able to put any kind of bait fish, any fish you want in there, and it'll freeze solid within minutes. All right, so it's the next day. I think we probably caught about 3 dozen or so skipjack. I put them in my saltwater brine that I showed y'all how to make yesterday. And if everything went good, they should be frozen completely solid. Let me show you something. So, see this water? Frozen solid. All these skipjack are frozen solid as well. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna pull the plug and drain all the water out. There's gonna be a thin layer of ice still on the skipjack, and that'll keep them cool long enough for me to get them vacuum sealed and put away in the freezer. All right, now that you're ready to start packaging, you can drain all the saltwater brine water out, and it'll be a thin layer of ice on top of all them skipjack. It'll keep them cool long enough for you to get them vacuum sealed and put up. All right, so now we got all the water drained off the skipjack. There's enough ice in there to keep them cool, but as you can see, frozen solid. All right, so I try to put usually 3 skipjack in a package, depending on how big they are. Sometimes they're really big, sometimes they're not. They can vary in size, but I try not to cram too many in there. These smaller ones here, I can probably fit 4 in here comfortably. About like that there. I try to separate them a little bit. Flex them out flat as you can. It'll help you when you put them in the freezer if they're flat. Okay. I got a little bit of extra bag there, but it'll be okay. Alrighty, add another one to the collection. Alright everybody, I hope that helps on where to find skipjack, the tackle and tactics I use to catch them, and what to do with them after you catch them as far as freezing and making a salt brine. If you like this video, thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe, tell your friends about me, share it with your buddies so they know how to save bait.